and welcome back to my 1.19 survival Let's Play series. Today we are over by the village because we are going to get started on our next project in this area. So I really want to get a villager trading hall set up and get all of the trades that we might need from all of the villagers. And something that I'm really trying to do in this world, and I want to continue doing, is to have things fit and make sense within the world, rather than having just farms randomly dotted around or just digging a hole and having my villagers in a hole underground. I want them to be like a part of the world. So this area, this village area, we are going to turn into a villager trading outpost. So not so much a village transformation. I wanted to do something a little bit different. And we're going to turn it into like a trading area. So kind of inspired by the Wandering Traders. We're going to have lots of temporary structures, like tents and wagons, and of course, a large, wide main road going through the middle, and lots of other roads branching off around into the world where the villagers are traveling from other places, from their actual homes, to this area to trade, and therefore this is where we come to trade with the villagers. So it all fits with the world. So I've started breeding up some sheep and collecting up some wool so that I can plan out this area with some different coloured wool. And yeah, that's what we're going to work on in today's episode. But first things first, since we want to have this area be a trading outpost and not a village, we are going to have to take down all of these houses, all of these villager houses, and all of these fields of crops that I've been using temporarily just to trade with villagers and get emeralds. All of this has got to go so that we can clear some space to start planning out this area. So I need to move my villagers to safety, and then I am going to take down all of these buildings and also all of the trees and all of the crops and just everything. This whole area is going to be wiped clean slate, so that we can start planning all the new things that we want to build. Okay, we are going to do this, hopefully, the safe way and not lose any villagers. Oh, no. Oh, no. No. Oh, my goodness. I just said we're doing this the safe way. Didn't you listen? Come on, now you get in. Okay, you're not escaping. Get in. Just one of you. No. Oh. Okay, we got one. Can we get to... Yes, we got two. Okay. Oh, and I've brought 5 minecarts so I can move the 5 villagers that have jobs, but I've got way more... I've got way more villagers than 5. Into the villager trap. One down. And there we go. Okay. We've got you 4 into a villager trap. This is like a villager carousel. Oh, the wrong villager has gotten in. Like, yeah, you wanna come to your profession table, right? Are you okay? No, you've not somehow managed to both get in there. I was gonna do this the safe way, wasn't I? Why am I not doing this the safe way? Come on. Come on over to your... That's it. Apparently this is the safe way now. This feels especially mean for some reason. Like I'm like almost letting him get it and then just taking it and running away. We've got the 5 villagers that actually have professions. Safe and secure in this box. That's where they're going to stay. Yeah, there's 2 in there, and one of them's a nitwit. And I kind of want a nitwit. Don't ask me why. I think I'm going to have to collect up all the beds and just lure them over with bed. Now, if we wait for it to turn nighttime, they're going to go looking for beds. That's the plan. There's no beds down there. I've taken them all away. Where are you going? We have to be really careful because stuff's going to start spawning any second. Oh no, oh no, oh no, that's not good. That's not good. Don't you touch my villagers. Don't touch my villagers. Why are you struggling? Have I done something silly? No, no. That's it. There we go. There we go. In you get. Go on, you can do it. Your last little jump. Oh, thank goodness you're all in the boxes. The villagers are all safe in that stone box over there. We've got a bunch of shulkers. These are all empty, ready to be filled with all of the things that we're going to pick up when we take down the buildings in this village. So, yeah, now it's just time to take down all of the stuff and clear this area. So we've cleared all of this space. Let's go and grab some of our wool. Okay, we've got our wool. Let's start planning out where we want everything to go. We've got a huge amount of space here, which is good because I have a lot that I want to build. I think let's start with the roads. I think so. We want there to be one main road through kind of the middle. I think about here is good. So let's have a path coming along here. I'm going to even out some of this land as well, I think. I think we'll do a bit of terraforming before we start building too. But let's just get a bit of a plan in place first. And then I think I want a path to kind of branch off in this direction. So this will bring us over to the swamp, which is over there. But also maybe it can be like a main road to another area as well in that sort of direction. Maybe, we'll see. We'll see where we want to end up building. But I definitely think a path coming out this way will be good. And then this sort of area here will be where the actual trading outpost ends up being, where the builds are. And then this end, I think that we should branch. So I think we have one path going like this way, because we've got these like mountains here. So I think this one we want to go off in this direction, and it can go down and round the side of the mountain. So we can go round the mountain that way. This can then branch off this way and head off in this direction. Okay, so the main purpose of this area is to have somewhere to put our villagers to trade with. So we're going to have lots of kind of temporary building styles like tents and wagons and things, as I already mentioned, but I do think that we probably do need one kind of central building that everything can be building off of, and that can be where our villagers go for trading as well. So I'm thinking that maybe there was like an inn or like a tavern or something in this area for travelers, and that it was somewhere that people stopped really frequently, and so it's kind of grown up around that tavern, and that's why this area has become this trading outpost, because there was something here initially to start that. So I think what we should have is maybe like the original building of the tavern kind of built in one colour palette, block palette, that's quite like plain, maybe just like stones and stuff, and then we will like build off of it and build around it and add all of the things in the same way that like would have happened in this story that we are creating. Let's decide where we maybe want our main structure. Definitely in the middle here somewhere. I'm going to do some terraforming to kind of bring where the path is going down a bit, but I'm thinking down here somewhere for our kind of initial structure. We have a bit of like a drop off, like a ledge, so I'm thinking that might work quite well for us. We can build this ledge up a bit more and have a nice wide flat area kind of here to build on, and then we'll bring the path down to be level. I think sort of here is a good, it's gonna need to be quite big for all of our villages. Yeah, something like this. I think that looks good. So that will be our main kind of start building that everything's going to come off of. We have a lot of space on the other side of the road here as well, so I might do something over here. Okay, and then aside from the villager trading house, this sort of ledge here I think is really good for possibly like a lookout tower. We've got a huge swamp area over in that direction, and I'm thinking that we have, this path is going to extend through the swamp, but I'm thinking we have it raised off the ground, obviously because there's lots of water and it's very difficult to traverse the swamp. So we have kind of this main road cutting through the swamp but above ground, and also maybe just to keep it a bit safer from the slimes in the swamp, or just the swamp in general maybe is a bit dangerous, so we'll have that. So I'm thinking on this ledge here, this kind of corner, this is like naturally generated, this corner with this like ledge drop off. I'm thinking maybe we put like a watchtower here, so we have this watchtower, and then I think I will put my iron farm in the watchtower. So I'm trying to, I do want to build an iron farm in this area as well, because it will be very useful to have some iron farming, but I want it to not just be like a random farm. I want it to kind of fit into something. So maybe we have a watchtower here, and it's like producing iron golems to protect the area. I don't know, maybe that's just silly. Let's do like a square tower. I don't know how big an iron farm needs to be, I can't remember. But something like this should be good. And then the other thing that I think that we want in this area, aside from obviously all of the space in between of this is going to be filled with like wagons and tents and like little market stalls and stuff like that. So this, it won't all be empty space, that it'll all be filled with like lots of little details and stuff. And like this road will be much wider. It'll probably be like at least 3 wide, maybe even more. But then I think the other important structure that I would like here, where the road is forking that way and that way, I'm thinking then up here in the middle, maybe up on a bit of a hill and centered to the road. I think I want to have a nether portal, but have it be kind of on display here. And maybe there are some people who in this world who have actually decided to brave the nether and are willing to travel through the nether in order to get places faster. So maybe the nether portal here can be like an extra entrance to this trading area. So there'll be like paths that people come along, and then also sometimes people come through the nether portal. I think that would be pretty cool as well. So we're going to build, I think, a nether portal here and have it be quite like decorated and as if it's another entrance to this area. Kind of go like here. Something like this. And then we can also maybe do a similar sort of idea, but coming up from underground. Oh, maybe that's what we can do on this side. This side's feeling a bit empty, and I feel like there should be another path over here. But, oh, there's a... Oh, perfect. Okay. We'll turn this. Oh, almost just jumped directly into the hole. Maybe then down here can be another path that isn't necessarily coming from one of the directions over land, but is coming up from underground. And maybe we will also have kind of an underground, like dwarven inspired area at some point. And the way that they get here is via kind of underground tunnels. Like the whole path here is underground, so they don't come up ground and then use one of the other pathways. They actually have their own pathways all underground, and then they only come above ground when they actually get here. So maybe we'll turn this into that, or maybe just make our own cave down once we get onto that. These are all like really big elaborate plans that I have for this whole world, with like multiple different areas that I'm eventually going to get onto. So I'm kind of just like planning ahead. I have so many ideas that I really want to include in this world, and I want to be able to just do them all now, but they're definitely going to take me a really long time. So I'm just kind of thinking of ideas, basically. I think those are some good plans for this area. I think that once we start getting some of these buildings built, it will maybe make a bit more sense. I'm gonna just fly up and kind of take a look from above and see how this is looking. Okay, yeah, I think this is looking okay. I think this layout works. This is the dilemma. I'm having to decide, okay, on that side or on that. I feel like this side has a lot more open space and this side feels a bit more cramped. Okay, I think I'm actually going to put it on this side, so I'm going to just move. Yeah, I think that looks better on that side. We definitely need to do the terraforming first. So I am just going to flatten this area all out. While I was flattening this area out, I changed my mind again, and I think I want this building back on this side. Now that it's flatter, I think it will look better there. And also, with the water so close over there, I actually think that we would probably, as a trading outpost, have a dock so that people can travel over land and also by sea, since the sea is so close. Okay, I've done a bit more terraforming and I've planned out the builds a bit more with kind of some height to them as well, so that we can get a better idea of what these builds will look like in this area and kind of sight lines and stuff. Something that's quite tricky about this area is that you'll be able to approach from like every angle, so there are paths coming in from all different directions, so it needs to look good from every direction, which just means that we have to do every side of things. So this is going to be our main building. There's going to be some extra stuff coming off of this, but I want to get the kind of initial base shape in first. I think that this is probably big enough for all of our villages to fit into, but we'll see once we build it. We're going to have like extra bits coming off. So I think I'm going to have a bit coming off here, a bit maybe coming off the front and have an entrance in the front here, and then off the side and the back, and like maybe another, this is maybe going to be a tower. I'm thinking of putting the villager breeder up in that tower, so maybe that might be a bit taller. Maybe we'll have another tower on a corner or something. So we're definitely going to add to this. This is just the center piece of the building, and then that's going to be the tower overlooking over the swamp. And then I also want to get a greenhouse in here, so I just thought a little greenhouse here would be good. And yeah, then our nether portal will go up there. I might actually bring that a bit closer. It feels quite far away from here, so maybe we'll bring that closer, but I'll see what this looks like once it's built, and how much of this space we end up filling with other things. Maybe this will get really filled with market stalls and tents and stuff, and then that will be closer, but it does look a bit far away at the moment. So yeah, we'll see how it goes as we build it. This episode has been really planning heavy, so I'm sorry for doing lots of talking and lots of planning and not really very much actual building. I feel like we've got a good plan for this area now, and I think that it's looking good. I'm happy with what we've planned out here. I would love to hear what you all think about this trading outpost area so far and kind of the plans that we have, and also if there's anything else that you think would fit really well in this area or kind of with this theme. Let me know in the comments below. I definitely want to get a little bit of progress done in this episode still, though. So I think I'm going to try and get the base of this building in so that we've done something slightly more than just dig and place wall blocks this episode. So we have our first building in this villager trading area, and I'm actually pretty happy with this and how this turned out. We're definitely going to do some work around the bottom here to add a bit more detail and kind of make it look like a part of the terrain a bit more, but since I'm going to add more to this, I don't think it's worth doing that just yet. We'll finish adding all of the extra parts before we do that. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this turned out so far. There is nothing inside yet. The inside is empty, but there is plenty of space in here for all of the villager trades that we are going to have. I'd like to have every villager trade that we could possibly need, so obviously we need lots of space for those. So yeah, there's our first building for this area. We've got a good plan laid out for where everything else is going to go. We've got our villagers over there in their stone house ready to be moved into their villager hall next episode. In the next episode, I think we will work on the villagers themselves and the interior of this building and get them inside this building. I'll probably also catch a zombie and turn them into zombie villagers and then cure them to get the trades better, because we want good trades as well. And yeah, I'm really happy with everything that we did in this episode. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.